Are we focused? Hi, I'm Anaya Corinne, your bridge to independent thought and deeper understanding of self. Isn't that fun? It's my intention to get y'all as far away from brain rot as possible. I do not like social media. I do not like being seen. Still working with the fear of being seen and perceived, and hopefully we can talk about it together and grow through it together. Personal growth, self love, self growth, and understanding. That's what I'm about. So, yes, I'm not a life coach, and the best life coach for you would be yourself. And I hope to just be a mirror so that you can see parts of yourself within me and with what we talk about. And I'd love to talk about intuition and passion and purpose. I think this is a strength of mine, and I'd love to share the information with you all because I've found that I run into a lot of people who do not have a strong sense of passion. And I do. I always kind of feel like I know what I want to do. I've always known what I want to do and what I don't want to do. I've been in sports and people tell me, oh, like, why are you quitting? You put this much time into it. Or I've been in school. I did 3 years of college and I quit after the third year. And people said, well, you were so close. Why did you do something else? And for me, if I put 3 years into something, hypothetically, and then I decide this isn't for me, I'm not going to keep on going just because I put in 3 years, the sunk cost fallacy. I'm just going to, follow my gut because my gut will bring me closer to where I need to be than any institution will. There's the whole go to school and then get a high paying job and all that, but can we talk about how many professionals are not satisfied with their careers because they did what they wanted, because they did what their parents wanted them to do, or they did what society wanted them to do? So, unlocking the inner power of your intuition will lead you on a path of purpose. And let's get into it. So, I've been reading this book called Womb Wisdom. Highly recommend. The author's name is Anaya, so I already messed with that. And if you're a woman or a womb owner, then this is specifically for you. If you do not have a womb or uterus, you can stay and tag along and help those who do have wombs realize their inner power of their own intuition. So, yes, I didn't know that my womb had any kind of power. I'm just barely getting into the whole, like, tapping into my body, into my spirituality, into higher knowing and deeper knowing. And your intuition is like a built in library, a built in compass for what you want to do and what your highest calling is. So, have you ever just asked your womb or asked your intuition, if you weren't aware of the womb before, what do you think? I think it's hard to develop a sense of opinion when we're on TikTok all day. And the first thing you do after you watch a video is you go to the comments and then you see what everybody else thinks. And over time, that's really going to take a hit on your intuition and on your ability to develop an opinion about something because you go straight to what everyone else thinks about the topic, the situation. So, yeah, I think reading is a great way to start developing a deeper intuition because, or a sense of opinion, because there's no other person there to tell you their thoughts about it. It's just you and the book. I highly recommend taking a book, notating it. I used to hate when my English teacher had us do the sticky notes and all that, and oh my God. But now I love it, and I'm actually going back through all the books that I used to read in the 11th and 12th grade, and I'm getting into it. And look at me with the sticky notes now. She was right. If she were here, I would tell her, thank you so much for the sticky notes thing. And she knew what that was about. But I highly recommend writing your own opinions, tagging themes, highlighting vocabulary words that you don't understand, and then going back and researching them, getting deeper into the word. What does this really mean, and what context is it used? All of that. And develop a sense of opinion. Develop a sense of opinion. Oh my gosh. How many times do you have, or how many times do you encounter a person that's like, oh, what do you think? Or should I wear this? Should I wear that? It's okay to ask people for opinions on things. Don't get me wrong. But the more that you listen to that little voice inside of your own head and start to trust that voice, the stronger it will become. And the more you'll be able to lead yourself into a path of your passion and where you're supposed to be. So let's create a little framework for this. I guess we can hone in on a career path, because I know a lot of people out there are struggling with, should I stay in school? Should I stay at this job? What is my future going to look like? I've been there. I've been in a job that I hated, or a situation that I didn't like, and it just felt the energy was so stagnant. I did not know what I wanted to do at all, and I felt like I was forced into this systematic type of situation that I thought was going to benefit me, and I was told that was going to benefit me. But in the end, oh my gosh, my gut, I knew in my womb that it wasn't right for me, and I was breaking out. I was experiencing cognitive dissonance. Your body knows when you're in a situation that you do not want to be in. Like if you're with a partner that you're used to being with them, you're comfortable, but your body's telling you this is not the person for you. You have stomach aches. You have headaches. You're crying. So, yeah, I want you to just, first of all, find a source that talks about intuition and how to strengthen it. Maybe, I think the best way to strengthen your intuition, aside from developing opinions and trusting those opinions, is doing something, saying that you're going to do something. Like, for example, when I get home, I'm going to meditate for 15 minutes. And when you get home, meditate for 15 minutes. And don't even make it something that's like, oh, like 15, 20, 40 minutes. If you know that you can only do 5, do 5. Do less than you think what you know you can do, because it's going to have a greater benefit for you to actually do the thing, no matter how long it is, how short it is, than if you were to say, oh, I'm going to do it for 15 minutes and you don't do it. Now you don't trust yourself, because the next time you're going to tell yourself, oh, I want to do this. I want to start this new thing. I want to go on this career path. I want to start a YouTube channel. I want to do this. I want to do that. And you don't do it, you're going to lose trust in yourself. Whenever you have a new inclining of a new path, a new destiny, you are not going to trust yourself, because when you look back, there's no evidence of you following through on the promises that you make to yourself. So, yeah, you can start with the physical, small little chores and small little things that you can do around the house, within your daily life, to build trust with yourself. And that trust is going to resonate into the times when you really need that intuition to make those big decisions about career or partnership or friendship or whatever. So, yeah, I think developing a stronger sense of intuition leads to purpose, because no one is a better life coach for you than you. And no one's going to know what really feels good in your gut. No one's going to know what, makes you feel alive inside, and what makes you enjoy this life, and what makes you feel purposeful. There's this concept called ikigai. It's a Japanese term, and I think it means the balance of life or something like that. But it's basically, in order to find your purpose, it's like a mesh of what you're good at, what you're passionate about, what you can do to help others, and what you can do to be paid. So your homework is to make that little Venn diagram and write down what you're passionate about, what comes easily to you, that's actually it, what you can do to help people, and what you can do to be paid for. And then, find where those sections intersect and brainstorm, okay, what does it look like if I like cameras and I'm passionate about teaching, and if I can be paid on YouTube, and what was the other one? Passion, what I like to do. I already listed it and you remember it and I don't. So just go back. Just go back and make that list. And, it's easy to do an exercise, but when it's backed with your intuition, when you trust those decisions and those thoughts that you have, it's going to be so much easier to go on a journey to chase your purpose and to chase your passion. So I really, really, really hope this helps. I just wanted to show what you can do to find a sense of purpose. It's something that I have always known, and I just know that I'm going to be okay at the end of the day. That's another thing that keeps me going. I think no matter what other people say about the things that I do, I always know that I know the best thing for me. I always take advice. It's nice to have advice and it's nice to have guidance from people in your life that are important and that care about you. And, take their suggestions with a grain of salt, because at the end of the day, it's just you, and you are going to have to deal with the repercussions of your choices and your actions. And I'd rather look back and think, man, I put my heart and my soul into that. Even if I fail, I'd rather it be a product of something that I created and something that I was 100% on board with, rather than, man, I failed and I just did what society wanted me to do. I just followed the system. I think we're waking up consciously and people are discovering that the system is not what's good for us. There's a book called The Myth of Normal by Gabor Mate, and he talks about the sicknesses that we have and the flaws in Western medicine, because there's so many people that are sick physically and mentally, but as a product of our society and of the conditions that we live in. It's not anything that's natural or deemed normal, like mental illnesses, ADHD, anxiety, depression can all be a product of both our environment and trauma. And these things aren't being addressed in Western medicine. Very interesting. But I say that to say, I don't remember why I said that, but hopefully it made sense in the grand scheme of things. See, I trust that what I said made sense, and I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to set it to the side, actually. So, yeah, as far as purpose, I think it's fueled by intuition, and the more you practice trusting yourself and trusting your intuition, the closer you'll be to find your passions. I can't tell you what that is, and hopefully this video found you at the right time and the right place. And if you want me to demonstrate some practices on how to further discover those passions that you have in your life, put it in the comment section below. How do you strengthen your intuition and your trust in yourself? And I hope that this helped, and I hope that this was valuable to someone. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.